We're about to take it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Lee on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love doctor going live on the radio. Two mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up on the radio. Radio, turned up on the radio. Turned up on the radio. Turned up on the radio. Two nights and a mind. Two nights and a mind. Two nights and a mind. Two nights.
Watch this.
And a mind.
Hello, welcome to Minds of the Mind. We are here.
Hey. Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
How's it going?
Listen, I had this private chef. Oh my goodness. She cooked me some of the best chili baked potato with broccoli. Oh my goodness, but them things so good. It brought back old back memories. When I was a little kid, I used to go to Wendy's and you get your little cup of chili and you get you that little baked potato and you smush it all on top of each other. Ooh, that thing right there brought back memories. Yes, sir. Woo-woo! Listen, one of the best cooks out there. I know best chef. Is a chef, is a cook. What's the title? What's the right title?
A chef is a person that cooks.
I didn't know if you had an extravagant title, like a culinary artist. Yeah, I like that. I like that better. She's a wonderful culinary artist.
Crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
Welcome,
How
everybody.
y'all doing? How everybody else doing?
Glad to be here.
Pretty good. Can't complain.
Oh, if you talking, we don't hear you.
Yeah, Resident Joe, I don't hear you either if you're talking.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, now
I can hear you now. How you doing, Resident Joe?
Pretty good. Glad to be alive. I'm happy it's Thursday. It's about to be Friday. When I make it to Thursday, I'm excited.
But it's a bad part about Friday. You know what the bad part about Friday?
what is
What's
it?
the bad
It's
part?
only 2 days away from being Monday.
You so
Monday is
negative.
right around the corner. Monday is right around the corner indeed. I'm glad everybody is doing good. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling pretty good myself.
I'll be
Anything
right.
interesting happened to
Yeah.
you this week? Anything interesting happened to anyone this week? Any highlights?
Hold on. I'll be back. I do have something to say. Hold on.
Well, I'll tell you what happened to me. Interesting. Bosky, anything interesting happened to you?
No, man, just coaching and helping the youth, man. That's it.
That's interesting.
You said doing some coaching?
Yeah. Trying
Hey,
to
that's awesome, man. How's it working with the youth?
in part. It's interesting because the same thing what my coach used to tell us, you trying to tell the kids, and the same thing the kids thinking. I used to think the same way, like, shut up, man, you old, you don't know nothing.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like you can't get mad,
right.
Get y'all to talk. Y'all ain't gonna be nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the cycle repeats itself.
Yeah,
So,
it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, man. I know I play sports, and I remember my coach used to penalize us and make us run laps and all that stuff. And I know sometimes.
Telling Gazal the first 8 minutes of the show.
Listen, I got receipts.
Let us get warmed up, man.
I got receipts.
Wait 30 minutes to the show. 30
Wait, hold
man.
on. You trying to tell me that you don't believe I played any sports?
I believe you was on the team.
Let me tell you something. I played one of the most complex sports out there in the game.
And I guess you're gonna say baseball.
Absolutely. 7
Yeah, I already
years.
know. I already know. And therefore you was on a team.
No. I was a starter.
On what level?
What do you mean what level when you say level?
Like,
I played all the way up from a little kid all the way up to 7 years. I played for 7 years. I remember I wanted a car. My daddy told me if I want a car, I got to get a job. So I went and got a job. I gave up all my sports. I started working to get money to get a car. And once I got my first paycheck, I felt like I got that feeling what it felt like get some money in my hand. I never looked back at sports. I was gone at that point.
You still ain't
You
answer
never
the
played
question.
sports?
Yeah, I said 7. What you say, Resident Joe?
You never played sports after that, even if you were working for fun?
No,
You
no. I was working trying to get a car. So all the free time I had, I was trying to make money to get that car. That's what I was trying to do. So yeah, I played all the way. I started in Little Pony League when I was probably like, I don't know, 6, 7 years old, and I played for 7 years up until the end.
But what does that mean? Like up until what grade?
Until I quit. The minute I got in high school, how old is it when you get your driver's license? Is that like 15?
15, 16.
So there it was. The minute I got my driver's license, I wanted a car. That was it.
Oh, so you were
and I also wanted to play in the marching band.
sophomore.
So I remember I couldn't play because I wanted to play in the marching band. I remember that. So basically, I played all the way until I got to high school. The minute I was eligible to get a car, I wanted my car. I was like, screw these sports. I'm getting this car.
So you never played high school baseball?
No, sir.
Oh, okay.
No, sir. I had a JOB.
Makes sense.
The minute I got mine, I played JOB.
Man, listen, man. You played ball.
What?
You played rec ball, man. That's not nothing, man.
What are you talking about?
You say you was good.
Oh, listen. I'm in news. I got newspaper articles. Do you have newspaper articles?
But paper art, like from grammar school?
Yeah. All the way up. I was real good.
believe
So here it is.
I believe grammar school paper. Like I believe.
No,
that. High school is-
yeah. I was in the newspaper. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
like-
pictures,
I'm
all
like-
that stuff.
I'm
People
like-
come out, all that stuff, man. Come on now.
I'm not even talking to you the rest of the show. You just
Listen, there's no doubt in my mind.
You asked
Listen,
me.
if I wanted to go on
have,
the high school level, I could have did it. That was
you
no
asked me,
problem at
do
all.
I have newspaper articles? I'm not even talking to you, man.
Oh man, he hating. There's a hate in the crowd.
Hold on. How am I hating? You talking about me?
I wasn't talking about you. I'm talking about me.
You said
I'm just talking
don't-
about me. You hating on me. Talking about I wasn't playing.
But you
I
said,
was letting her know, telling her the story.
but you said I don't have newspaper articles.
No, I asked you. I say, do you have newspaper articles?
Next subject.
I got the same thing you got. Then if you got
Yeah,
newspaper
yeah.
articles, I got newspaper articles.
You don't have nothing like I got. Nothing.
Listen. Do you have newspaper articles?
Man, yes,
Is
man.
that a yes or no?
Why are you disrespecting me, man?
Listen,
never
man.
been-
I got awards. I got trophies. I got walls of trophies. I got all that stuff, man.
That's
I
called
ended up
that's
getting rid of my
called
trophy when I moved up here, though.
that called registration fee. When you pay that registration at the park, you guarantee a trophy at the end of the year. That means
All right. All right. Let me ask you this.
That's true.
So,
we used to get the
I'm assuming you
glowing
played in
little
high school,
trophy.
correct?
Man,
So if you played in high school, was everybody on your team good?
man, go,
Because at that point, what you said, everybody who played in high school was real good. That's what you saying.
No, not everybody that played in high school.
I never said that. I never said that.
No, you trying to bash me because I did not play in high school. As if everybody in high school was good.
Yeah, you're not good. You wasn't good.
It's hard to believe it because when you have a passion about a sport,
Exactly.
you're gonna play no matter what.
That's not true.
I was forced not to play, and I would still sneak into practice, and I would go play.
No, that's not true. See, when you can only play one sport, then that's probably what you is. That's your whole passion. But when you
I got a headache. I got a headache. I got a headache the first 10 minutes of the show. There's no way I'm gonna be able to complete the show. Cut the show. There's no way.
Listen.
You
I got receipts. I can pull up my receipts. Can you pull up your receipts?
Pull them up on Google.
I'm talking about from when you played the newspaper.
Go to Google right now and type in Dwayne Tillman baseball.
Listen. The game. Why don't say my government name? Don't say my government name. Don't say my government name. Don't do that.
Go to type in.
Don't say full government name. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Don't do that now. Don't do that now.
I pull a receipt right now. On Google. Let's go to Google. We can end all this.
I'm the love doctor.
Right now.
Listen. I can put it right here in the thread. You can put it in the thread.
I want to go to Google. Google is the national receipt checker. That's it.
Listen, You say you want to put your name in Google? You put my name in Google.
Oh my goodness! I told you to put your name in Google.
All right. But before I do that, can I show you the newspaper article? I ain't got to go to Google. I got the newspaper article right here.
Man, you gonna give me that school newspaper article?
Dr. Joe, do you want to see the newspaper article?
I've seen that paper.
You got that church bulletin.
Dr. Joe seen the receipt. Exactly. Dr. Joe has seen the newspaper article.
You've showed it before. You've showed
that
it
church newspaper. You ain't. And listen, you better get that the Beacon, that the Daily Bread. That don't count.
What are you talking about? You.
What kind of newspaper that was? That
was
a
church. Newspaper? It was the church announcements. He showed you, Joe. He didn't even get over on me.
Listen. Ain't no need to hate now.
I'm not hating.
Ain't no need to hate. Listen. I tell you what we'll do.
Show it.
Because you owe you a little faith, I'm gonna put up a receipt real quick. And I ain't gonna put it up for you, and I'm putting it up for the people in the audience, because the people in the audience gonna want to see this stuff. You know what I'm saying? The people in the audience, they deserve to see that stuff. Matter of fact, hit the cash app if y'all want to see it, because I got it right here. Y'all put it up, hit the cash app. I'm not finna be doing all this work. Y'all ain't paid nothing yet. Matter of fact, let's put the cash up at right now.
New Macedonian Missionary Baptist Church newspaper is getting ready to come up in a minute.
Let's see. Show it.
Y'all see the cash app.
Vacation Bible School champion coming up right now.
Y'all need to hit that cash up. That's what y'all need to do.
No,
y'all definitely need to hit this cash up. That's what it's all about.
Pull up the article, Dwayne.
All right, here you go. Pull up the article. Bam.
Love
there it is right here.
Love
Bam, you see it.
We see nothing.
Right there. Look at that, zoomed in. It show you right there. RBI, run, 2 RBIs. Look at that, on the Babe Ruth level. Look at that right there. That's what we doing. You see the name highlighted. You see it. That's a newspaper article right there. That's straight out the newspaper. Straight out the newspaper.
Move the cash app sign, man.
That's what we do. You need me to zoom in?
I need you to move the cash out logo.
Do you need me to zoom in?
No. Just keep right there. Keep right there.
There it is.
Joe Penny, triple run, 3 RBI. Dwayne Temple, double run, 2 RBI. What is that?
See, exactly. I know you don't know what it is. That's baseball. Let me explain.
I know what the RBI is. But where's the article on you? Where's the article where your name is in the headline?
That's the article right there at the top.
Just stop, man. Just stop. Cut it out, bro. Stop.
In the yellow. Dr. Joe, you see that?
Come on,
there's no pic. I thought you had one with a picture of you.
Yeah, I got pictures. I got plenty of articles.
Just stop.
I just threw a random one up there.
And you were educator here?
Now that I threw one of them up there, let's go to Google.
Oh, he want to go. You want to go to Google for me, huh?
What you talking about, man? What you talking about?
No. Put it on the screen. Everybody want to see you typing it. They want to see you typing it.
Okay. Well, tell me what you want me to type. I'll type what you want me to type. What you want me to type?
I want you to put Google on the screen right now. Share your screen. All right,
I'm gonna put it on the screen, and once I put it on the screen, you tell me what you want to type.
Share your screen. This man want to put up a church article of a rec league.
Is it up? Can y'all see it yet?
I can see it right now.
All right.
Just type in Alexander Bostic football. I get tested. Go down.
Right here?
No, go down. That's not an article, but that's my picture. But go down.
Hold on. Let me look.
I ain't even tell him to click that, but go ahead.
Look at that.
Go ahead.
Look at that. My man.
You a hater.
Yeah, how am I hating on you? How am I hating on you?
That's not an article.
Oh, shoot.
How am I hating on you? Okay. Go ahead. What you want me to do?
Type in. Hold on. Go down. Go down. All my draft stuff. Go back up. Type in. Take out football and put
Hey, now. I don't see no article. Hey,
I don't see
no article around there. I don't see no article. You mad? I didn't see no article. Y'all saw it. I didn't see no article.
You hater.
Hey, Welcome, Tony, to the show. Tony,
No, he don't like that resident joke. You see that? You see that, Joe?
That was sick.
You see that?
It was over. That's
Hey,
it.
hey, he didn't even have to go down in the search. It's right there.
Right
You
there.
ain't got that old church, our Daily Bread article.
Come on,
Hey,
man. Come
Get
on,
out of
man.
here, man.
I tell you what. I'm gonna give you a shot. At it, man. So it says Alexander football. Alexander
I want you to
football.
type
Which one you click
FIU.
on?
No. I want you to go up, and I just want you to take out football, and just type in FIU space FIU.
What's the answer?
Seriously?
You just asked me.
No, I did not.
Go down. Go down. Go down. That's an article right there on me.
Well,
Right there. Well, like a Boston.
this the link you talking about?
That's one of them. Me talking to the football team, and you go down. It'll tell you about my
Hold on.
history.
This it right here.
That's one of them.
So you what you doing? You say you talking to the football team?
I'm talking, then they'll go down and they'll start talking about the.
Hold on. Are you talking to the football team or you talking to your teammates?
To the football team.
Oh, so this not you playing?
Yeah, but if you go down, you'll see a picture of me.
I knew that was old. I was like, damn, he look young.
Alex Bostic wasn't sure where to go Monday evening. Bostic had been there. Let me blow it up because I don't want people think I'm making up stuff.
You ain't got. I just asked
Did
you.
not tell you to read that.
I didn't tell you to read that. I just said go down, man. Scroll down.
You go ahead.
You mean keep going down?
I mean, you can do what you want to do.
What you doing?
Well, I'm trying to find. Look, could you in the middle of are you giving a speech? I get what you're doing, but this right here you just talking. See, I played when I showed my stats. This right here you getting a speech.
The man said go down. You see his picture. I know. I heard
Can you go down? Can you go down?
Who is that?
I don't know. I can't see nobody's name. I don't know who is what.
You see that? You see to that left? That ICBOSTIC.
Is you this one?
Yes, I am.
Which one you is?
You know what? You a
Me
hater.
and them too. That's me. I'm right there. That's me.
Go down. Go down. You a hater. You a hater. You a hater.
Hey, that's me. Y'all see my picture? Hey, Dr. Joe, you see my picture?
You're horrible. It's horrible.
That's me. That's me right
Let's
there.
let it go.
Hey, now read that. Read that right there.
All right, let me zoom in. That FIU defense, number 28.
No.
In the
You
nation.
can't even read.
That's what you're talking about right here. That FIU defense finished number 28 in the nation.
Out of 300 some colleges.
Oh.
Hey, what was y'all record? How many games y'all win, Boston?
In the record books. You see that?
How many wins did y'all win?
Oh wow, they called y'all the Killer Bees. That's cute.
Yes.
Okay.
That's so pretty.
They were Barnes, Bowie, and Boston.
Yeah.
3 players that hold
It
the
says
top 3
13-year history.
Records
spots for the record for tackles for loss in season.
in the
Barnes
nation.
is 22.5, Boston is 19, and Bowie is 18. The trio set those records in 2006.
And they still hold to this day.
Hey, that's pretty good. What was y'all record?
That year we were 0-10.
0-10.
Hey, but we was the number 1 defense in the
Wait,
nation.
hold on. When you say 0-10,
0
you mean
wins.
like as in 0?
Hey, yeah, you look at defense, so they did their job. Offense,
Hey.
they do their job.
I don't know how the
Preacher,
defense
Preacher,
did
the
their
scores,
job. They keep the
Preacher, the
offense
scores
going.
were
How
like
they lost every
10-7.
game.
13-10. They couldn't score, man. But hey, we had to do what we had to do, man.
Hey, well, you know what? I appreciate
Well, y'all
that.
came on kind of late. Dwayne came on hating on me. Then he put up an Our Daily Bread article. He said, look,
Y'all
this
see
is
my
Dwayne
article.
article right here.
Y'all see my article.
Where it say?
You know what? Let me blow it up. Let me blow it up. Tula acting like she can't read it. Tula over here acting like she can't read it. Let me blow it up. Don't do that, Tula. Let me blow it up for you. I want Tula to be able to read it now.
Don't struggle.
I want y'all to be able to see these here receipts.
Hey, Dwayne,
That's what
let
we
me
doing.
Dwayne,
Read that, Tula. What that say right there, Tula?
Dwayne Tillman, double run, 2 RBIs, runs batted in.
That's right, runs batted in.
With
that right there showing I put up points when I hit the ball. I hit it twice.
Oh, that's that
made
little
the second
part
base. I scored, and I called other.
I thought it was like the whole article about
let me ask you this.
That's just one game right there. That's just one game.
So let me ask you this: how hard it is to hit off a T-ball?
That wasn't T.
That was T-ball.
You see this article? This Babe Ruth. What are you talking about?
What?
Hey, Ruth.
We doing it big. We doing it big. What are y'all talking about? Y'all, come on. This is not a game.
I'm done.
What do you mean, Babe Ruth?
What is wrong with you?
Okay. So that's right. I forgot. Y'all not baseball heads. Y'all don't know. So this stuff right here, I'm about to tell you. I'm about to school y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look. Hey, look who showed up. Look who showed up. Nephew EO hating behind. He ain't been here 4 weeks. As soon as my article come up, look who show up.
He sure live. He want to send that link. Nephew, he said he want the link right now.
Gosh.
Hey, that's gonna be a hater, man. That man ain't been on here for 4 weeks. He smelled something saying Boston football. Oh, I'm gonna get on. Man, send the link, man. I can't believe that.
Somebody said call his sister.
They talking about Dwayne.
Y'all ain't no good, man.
Dwayne, call your mama.
Y'all ain't no good, man.
It's mama
I
night.
talk to the sisters, but I need to see their face. See if it's real. I want to see if it's his sisters for real, because I don't know.
And we know he
Listen,
done made
you
up
don't know what my sister look like,
girls.
so I can show you anybody and tell you my sister. How you gonna know the difference?
Preacher, what you said, Preacher?
You done made up at least 5 girls.
Yeah, at least 5.
At least 5.
Yep.
On a number of occasions. No.
Horrible.
Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Y'all people out here ain't right.
See, look.
But the whole point of what I'm saying is,
look at black ambition, Dwayne. You see what that said?
So it's only 2 words about Dwayne in the article, right?
It's true though. It's true. I thought it was the whole article about you. Like I really was reading, and I was like, moving on to the next person.
Right.
listen, I got receipts, okay?
Okay.
Hey, Dwayne, is receipts as in multiple or a receipt?
No, multiple.
So let's go to another article, Dwayne.
You want to go to another article? Listen, man. Listen, man. I tell you what, I'll show you. But keep in mind now, you got to show me one article of yours too now. That's what we gonna do. So right here go another receipt.
We'll go
here
one
go
for
another
one.
receipt right here.
Y'all
see that?
We wait.
Y'all see that? Bam. There it is. You talking about the playoffs, city championship. That's right. We here.
That's like
we here.
together.
Look at your boy right there. Look at your boy right there. What that is? What that is right there?
Dwayne Tillman and Alex Anderson, 1 run each.
There it is.
Where is it talking about you?
That's what we doing. This straight up playoffs right here. This championship.
The
championship. This on a whole nother level. This a whole nother competition.
Listen.
I ain't got no. I played defense in the game. No, we winning out here. I played defense and offense.
How old were you? How old were you?
Exactly.
Yes, sir. That's right.
7, preacher.
That's right. Young man. They call me young whippersnapper. Out there whipping and snapping. That's what I was doing.
But
yes, sir.
What kind of articles that is? They just write what you do.
That's a baseball article.
But from what? Like the city where you live?
You see it, baseball article. It's the city championships.
It's a team newsletter, Joanna.
Oh,
that's an actual newspaper article. What y'all doing? Y'all tripping.
That's a team newsletter. And that's okay. They made it look like for the kids, make it like it's an official newsletter.
Yeah, makes sense.
No, it's a newspaper. I took like the excerpt where you can cut out your article in the newspaper and you can just cut it out. There it is.
He says so you can cut out your article.
You know what? You know who real quiet though?
Who is?
It's one gentleman real quiet. They can't talk about no articles for them coming up.
One gentleman, because one gentleman working.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what we doing now. Okay.
Listen.
He couldn't talk anyway.
Yeah. I'm working. Yeah. If he want for working, I'll give you a pass. Cause I know if you want to work, I know you show me all your receipts and all the sports you played.
Listen, I played, and listen, somebody had to keep the women. I got receipt.
Oh, that's what you do. You one of them dudes.
Nobody had
You
to pay.
can't brag about nothing else. You start talking about, oh, boy.
Nobody had to pay no girl to go out with me. You won't get nobody coming on receipt time. I remember he'd be scared of women. He'd be running from them. They won't be able to tell you that one. That time I was mastermind.
You a master what?
I was mastermind. When you was in diaper wetting the sheet, I was at the Ponderosa rapping to the beat.
Oh, that's cold-blooded right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that cold-blooded right there. But listen,
where you
enough about that. Nephew E, where you at?
Man, answer preacher question. What year was that when the article came out?
I don't know what year that was.
That
I don't
T-ball
know what year
article.
that was.
How old were you?
That T-ball Little League
Okay,
article.
Dr. Joe, we're going to try it again. I don't know what year that was. I
That
was
your-
always in the newspaper. I don't know. See, it wasn't like I was just in the newspaper one time. I stayed in the newspaper.
Can we go to
All the
Google?
You-
I just want to go to Google and type in Dwayne Tillman baseball.
Yeah.
Listen.
I'll have to listen.
Type in Alex
Yeah,
Burns
I
football.
wanna see it.
What you talking about? What you talking about, man?
Don't
But
try to check it out.
what's going on? No, welcome to the show, Tony. How you doing there, buddy?
Don't try to check it out before you go. I said, hey, you know your glasses show what you're looking at too, right?
Uh-huh.
What's that, man?
Yeah, uh-huh. Tell me about it.
Dwayne, just stop trying to shine off the school newspaper.
Nigga, still doing it.
They got all the kindergartens anyway.
Dwayne Tillman, baseball.
He don't like that.
Damn.
You see all the pictures of me right there to the left. Look at it.
Look at it, my man. There we talking about. There we go.
Where's Dwayne Tillman?
There we go. There we go. Hey, man, I applaud you. Listen,
After you done got
what
to the game.
I want you to say, all I'm telling you is that I wanted a car. My dad told me I had to get a job in order to get a car. I started working. Once I got my first check and taste that money, I was done with sports.
You couldn't do both?
At 16, I don't know where you to start trying to
I did it all. Let me tell you. Let me explain to you what all is, because I think y'all wanted to mention.
Your mama. I don't believe.
Y'all wanted to mention it. Listen, I played baseball. I
Solid dick.
played football.
Lies.
I doggone it. I played the jazz band. I played
Lies.
the concert band. I played the marching band, and I
Lies.
played the orchestra band too. And I
Lies.
played the piano. I
Lies.
was always active, doing everything.
Lies.
And I played basketball.
So this old
That's
white
8
folks.
sports
Lies.
right now.
Yeah, that's what it is. It was an all white. You were in a private school, dude.
Lies.
This old white.
Talking
no,
about
this
Bo
old white
Jackson.
stuff. Hold on, hell.
Bo
Lies.
Jackson knew about me. Talking about Bo knows. No, I know.
Lies.
Were you at a private school?
No,
Lies.
we ain't gonna private. It was
No,
hard.
no. We didn't talk about private parts.
Was it a small? Was it a small school you went to?
They were scared.
I really.
Hey, he said you go to a school for little people.
Hey,
He went to Uber school. You went to Willie Walker.
y'all hit that cash out.
Oh, y'all probably should have been talking about them pride parts. Woo.
Hey,
Hit that cash out. Hit that
You start
cash
talking about the
out.
height, Jordan. You finna get it. It's not gonna come today. Just realize it with Dwayne, it ain't gonna come today. But he's gonna remember what you did.
I did not mean to say he went to school for little people.
Yeah, man, yeah.
I meant like if he was in a school, a small school.
The
'cause
little
he-
people. I heard you. I heard you say it.
Yeah.
That tight.
Man, Dwayne
Y'all
walked
ain't
in
no
school.
good.
He told that baseball
Y'all folks
coach
ain't no
play
good.
baseball. He saw his size. He said, "Son, go get that car."
That ain't it. This ain't that man got no future.
No playing time.
Just like the council, like the.
That's not that the only way he was gonna get home. They're gonna get him a car. They say he ain't gonna do it in baseball. That's the only way he gonna get home. Got to get him a car.
Oh man,
So let me ask y'all this too. How much? I know Tula said. So how much money did we raise for the kids? I saw some numbers that came over. Because I was hoping. Well, what I'm hoping we could do, if it possible. I know Resident Joe said she found a place that we could donate the money. If it possible, If we can get them on the show, a representative from them, and they can explain us what they do, if it's possible. Let them know.
That's what I'm trying to do.
If you can, before we donate the money, for the people watching who donated, we appreciate you guys. I would like for us to talk to them and ask questions and let them know these are the people that support it and helping them to recover our kids. You know, you see them articles every day too. It's really frustrating. Sorry, I just heard the door open.
Me too. I thought it was you. Whose house is that?
Not mine.
That gotta be y'all. That was yours, Dwayne? Oh, that's Dwayne preacher. That's
Why did you
Dwayne.
do that? Why did you just say?
You did that alarm noise.
Yeah, that's Dwayne. Dwayne. Somebody walked in Dwayne's house.
Oh, okay.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, you know it's scary behind sitting the
Hey,
kitchen.
girl, go over there on that side. Yeah, put your clothes over there. Okay.
Don't your maid work this late?
Please stop it. Stop it. It's somebody
get ready to hang you
somewhere.
Go ahead, tell her. Go ahead and hang you something.
Your maid come at 9? Goodness, Jeff.
If that's what you want to call her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess she is the clean up woman.
Yeah. Somebody got to clean you up when you get
What
finished.
is wrong with you?
The boy is you're sick.
They want to know what
Y'all hit that cash out.
What do they donate to? Do we send it to the cash app and then put it in the notes?
Yeah, I saw that too. I think somebody could show how much they put up already.
We did 135.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we got better than that for a third. But don't worry about it. I'm gonna give to it. I'm gonna take care of that.
I'm also going to give. I am trying to get someone to from that specific
Let me see.
program to come and talk, and then I'm also trying to do another thing so they can come and also talk. So it's a little bit more time. I'm waiting for them to respond to me to when they could come. But they're actually connected to the people who were helping in the movie Sounds of Freedom.
Okay.
So they do help a lot. They are connected with the kids. The other programs, they're not directly connected with the kids. They usually give the money to the program so that they can pay counselors, therapists. And that's not what I want. I want a program that is connected directly to the kids. So hopefully I can get someone to come and talk to the show and somebody to come give a testimonial as well. So I'm working on that.
I appreciate you. We know you got a lot you do already. So just know it's appreciated. And of course, you know, I still got to put money with that. We appreciate those that did as well. And it's just a matter of people looking at what's important. It's unfortunate. I don't say that for people to do better. You know, for people, I look at this with people. You have to look at your priorities. If you're not a parent, for me, my kids are grown. I have grandkids, me too. We have about 6 grandkids. So, you know, my care is for kids, is kids in general. It's not, oh, my kids are grown. I'll just take care of my kid. I think it's disheartening. It's sad. It's pathetic. You know, when you see the kids get molested, when you see the kids get kidnapped. I couldn't imagine. But you have small kids. Mm-hmm. I mean, you think about somebody riding up on a motorcycle, or just say if you took a nap, you passed out on a park bench, you had your little baby, you wake up, somebody took it, and nobody does anything. Somebody's seen this, but they don't get involved. You can jump up and want to kill whoever. You can jump up, but you can't find it. And the fact that people watch this stuff, and like the guy, somebody's seen this guy on the ground, he picked up. Is it possible? Can you pick that little clip up for us, Dwayne, where the person was laying on the street? And the lady was asleep, and the person laid on the pallet with her, picked the baby up, and walked off. You know, and it hurts when you find this happening to kids. Kids don't have people to defend them. It's up to grown people to do it. We'll spend money on alcohol, beer, party, and we got kids out here, innocent kids being molested, being kidnapped, and we do the foolish stuff. You know, it's okay to have fun. It's your money. Do what you want to do. But think about when you were a kid. You just got to think of that kid's mind. I'll never see my parent. I'll never get back. And some of these kids never make it back. They're so damaged and traumatized. To where do you go back to?
Right.
They've been drugged up. Some of these kids wind up dying, being molested, you know, maliciously over and over and over. Next thing you know, some of these kids die. I don't know if you could show a small clip. If you were able to pull that clip up. You remember when they show the actual footage, and they show when showing like the kids get snatched up.
Man, hold on. Time out, Preacher.
Homeless people on the street.
Preacher, he's not serious. It's There's no way he could be serious. We talk about kids getting attacked, but he put a homeless person laying on Google Images. It's sad.
He asked us to go find.
Wayne, he's talking about on Sounds of Freedom. On the video, on the movie.
That's just Sound of Freedom.
Yeah, if you could just show that live video, if you just show that little part, if possible, Dwayne, to pull that up where people just see that. You think about this. You wind down this box, you walk down the street with your kid.
Mm-hmm.
One of your kids, you just walk down the street.
Right.
Why would you think somebody's gonna ride up on a motorcycle, grab one of your kids? You can't catch a motorcycle. Of course, you're gonna run, do what you can. But you think about this thing gets out of your sight. When they go, they'll meet in a van. So this kid's getting thrown in a van. When you get a description, it's a motorcycle. They've already put this kid in a van, so that this time is lost. Mm-hmm. When this kid's in a van, they're gone. They're leaving the country. And the fact that we as people don't give a flying flip is scary. Mm-hmm. I know if you show the clip. You know what I'm talking about, doing other actual, like just showing what they did, the actual. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No,
he has a type. No, don't type in actual. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This guy here, he went to the
limit. Man. Hey, can y'all give some keyword indicators? I mean,
that type in Sound of Freedom space.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, like
snatched off ground. Kidnapped off ground. Yeah.
You said that someone told me today that every 30 seconds a kid gets abducted, and if they're not found within 24 hours, it's likely they will never be found. They will never.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Go down, Dwayne.
I send a donation for kids tomorrow, y'all. Yeah, y'all do that. Listen, what we said we were gonna do for those 2 days, we would those money that's raised. And of course, we use the money to, pay to be on here and do what we do here. I mean, we don't quite do nothing with the money for ourselves. We like coming on here talking, and educating, having real conversations.
Hey, you see that right there, preacher?
Let me see.
It says Sound of Freedom donor charged with child kidnapping.
What happened? See that a donor? Yeah, because a lot of these people get involved to manipulate the system. I can see that.
That's crazy.
And he should be, you know what? I'm just man.
Why not right now?
You should have the death penalty. All his blood should be taken.
Oh, the one I just sent you. Sorry.
Oh, you just in the private chat?
Yes, sir. Where you tell me to send stuff.
I appreciate you, Tula. All right, here go the video that Tula
Look at that, people. Run away. Look at this. Right quick. Look at the little kid. And the parents blame the kid. Why do you do that? Look at that. Got that they never caught it.
That's sad.
It's so sad.
Total collected over 2 weeks of $216. So I'm planning on putting money in that with as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I mean, I just anybody. I don't care if it's white, black, Hispanic, Indian, whatever it is. It's a kid. Mm-hmm. We don't have, and this is what gets me mad with black and white because I think we're two of the biggest groups. While we have fought each other, while we have struggled to, keep rationalizing our hate for each other, we've been dominated and infiltrated by the homosexual agenda. Because these kids don't get attacked by one group. They're getting attacked by sexual predators, heterosexual, that are child molesters. Then they're getting attacked by homosexual. So these kids have to endure this in the schools. where they're teaching normalization of boy and boy, girl and girl, and it's sick and it's sad, you know. And they're getting them introduced, you know, introducing them to the same restrooms. They're just slowly grooming them into a comfortability of what they're doing is normal. They're even trying to push the psychosis of really, you have to look at what's in the child's mind. Yeah, oh yeah, they actually push that. That when these kids, listen, they have been pushing this box that when these kids are being molested, that these kids actually pay up. Resident John, am I making this up?
Not at all. Nope.
Listen, this is their hypothesis. While everyone's blaming the person, the victimizer, no one's looking at the kid saying what role the kid played. Let me tell you something. There's no 13-year-old kid, no 14-year-old kid, no 18-year-old kid, 17, 8, 9, 3, and 2 that can do something that encouraged me to have sex with them. That's right.
That's right.
No, but the fact that these kids aren't even doing anything, it's just the fact that it's the system. This is the problem I have, and why we need new lawmakers. We need to listen. We need to unseat the Supreme Court, unseat the federal courts, unseat the local judicial courts. I'm gonna tell you why. They've infiltrated these courts. This is how the system has beat us out. These people have learned the way to beat the system is to become lawmakers. When you become a lawmaker, all a judge can do is just enforce the laws that's on book. It doesn't matter because you remember the whole theory with justice, they're Roman God. Justice is blind. So the only thing the judge is supposed to do is to just enforce, to make sure if the law been impeded, to say this is the penalty. If there's no law, to say that person is vindicated. That's what a judge do. They're basically an umpire. They can't have a favorite. They can't say, I go for the blue, the whites, or the red. They're only supposed to go with the law. So now, while we've been fighting each other, they've worked to get these jobs and legislation. Legislation passed laws. So now the laws come in the book where now these predators are walking out of jail scot-free.
Yes. It's so
white people, if you there, you listening, black people, stop being stupid and making the color your fight. There is a real agenda out here. Yes, there is racism, there is prejudice. It exists on both ends. So we're fighting that front. And we're also fighting the front of the homosexual agenda. The child molester, they have teamed up against all of us. That's how they infiltrated our schools. They're educating our kids on the fundamentals of two boys having sex and not having to worry about being judged. Transvestites. Why didn't transvestite read books to us when we was in school? Because we weren't going for it. They weren't lawmakers. They've gotten into key position. They're not a majority, they're a minority. They've just got into key point places to make themselves look larger than they are. They're lizards. What they'll do, and bullfrog, they'll blow up to make themselves look larger than what they are to scalp other predators. The king cobra, you remember the mark on the back of the back of the pound of the neck. Looks like 2 rounds, and then it got the circle. Can you pull up an image of the back of a king cobra?
Yes, sir.
Please. Then if you can, put up a picture of a red fish, the fin.
What?
A red fish. I'll show you the difference. We want to see the back of it. All right, can you put up the back and show me the front, if it's possible? Get the images of the back of the head. Can you blow it up? So other predators believe that these are eyes. This is what the theory is. So these snakes are rarely attacked from the back. This is an illusion. This is what they've done. They put on an illusion to make themselves look as though they can see from the back. Show me the redfish. I mean, they didn't make it, but it's believed that other predators believe that they can see them. Can you put up a picture of the redfish, his fin? The whole picture of the redfish. Not red snapper, red fish. Please tell me you didn't put up red snapper. The back of the fin, these are red snappers. There's a fish. Boss, you familiar with the red fish? Right here. You just hope slide. Go up again. Go back up. No. I just saw it. Go back up. Go back up. Okay. This one here. You see my right here. You see the back of the tail. Right here. Can you see my cursor on there? This one got the spots on it.
This one.
You blow it up, got the spots on it.
This the one?
No, next.
No.
Please don't tell me he did
Break
that.
down.
There's no way he saw. All right, blow it up. It's believed that these fish are rarely attacked because other fish believe that this is an eye and they can see them. This is their theory. Now, these fish, none of these animals created themselves. The reason I'm getting you to look at it is believed that the reason why these fish are never really attacked from the back is because other fish think that this is an eye and they can see them. So what man has learned how to do? The white man, other people. This is how people learn fighting skills, different tactics they use based off of animals. So this is what the homosexual journey done. They've learned how to disguise themselves to make themselves look as though they're bigger than what they are, to make you believe they can see more than what they are. What they tell you about the government? Man, the government sees everything. The government hears everything. You have 300 and about approximately 80 million people in America. It is virtually impossible to hear every conversation. At best, you can try to trigger for keywords, but even at that, you're going to miss people. You have 2 billion people, over 2 billion people in China, over 2 billion people in India. It's impossible to keep up with these people. So you give them the theory that they are being watched. You know how many companies have cameras and cameras don't work? It's the illusion. Look at how many people put signs out saying security, being watched, and don't actually have it.
Yeah.
The world works on illusion. Very little practicality, all theory and illusion. This is how you're being beat. They do it in school, they do it in life, they do it in the workforce, they beat you every time. What they tell you, if you see someone at the job stealing, report them. So they get to be so that way they can believe that they're always being watched. They make you watch other people to do their jobs. If you see a crime, what do they tell you to do?
Report it.
If they seen everything, why is crime so high? But you have to give people the illusion. All right, that's enough. I know a lot. I just don't tell everybody everything I know.
Hey, I understand what you're saying about the
Appreciate you saying.
illusion. A lot of different things going on. I know Sharp Bostic, he shared an article about what some people perceive as reality, but other perceive as an illusion. And that's a clip about systemic racism. Is it okay if I play that clip for you, Bostic?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I don't know what it was. Oh yeah, this is a young man who all he did was miss jury duty, and the judge gave him 10 days in jail and a year probation.
But yeah, I saw that.
Wait, the judge gave him what?
He came late to jury duty. The judge gave this young man 10 days in jail and a year probation.
Are you serious?
Black kid. You can play it and make sure you turn it up so you hear it.
Represented a very important cross-section of our community.
In addition to 10 days he's already served, Somerville was given a year probation, 150 hours community service, and a fine.
I accept your apology.
If Somerville now completes only 30 hours of community service and speaks to prospective jurors on the importance of jury duty, the judge says he will vacate his initial contempt order.
Client sober? Yeah, glad it's over.
Somerville, who cares for his grandfather and works in an after-school program with kids, says he hopes he won't be judged for his one mistake. Kerry Sanders, NBC News, West Palm Beach, Florida.
Horrible.
That's crazy.
How old is he? He look young.
He like a kid.
Like probably 18 or 20, but that's exactly what we deal with.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Also, before they told me to tell you guys, he missed y'all. He's not feeling well tonight. He said, He's a
Her
really
hub
yeah, I don't. He want everybody to know he'll harm him.
Harm you too, Confederate. For that.
Thank you for the fruit.
So Bostic,
Feel
man,
better.
what in the world? What's y'all take on this? This looks like an injustice to me.
No,
It is.
That's crazy.
It's one of those laws where you use it when you feel like it's convenient. I mean, they have a law. That's the problem we have with laws in America. It's only used when it's beneficial at their disposal. When they don't want to use it, they say, well, we don't typically do that. So
That's crazy. Wow.
Reverend Joe, y'all got any commentary?
It's aggravating to see this kind of news. We're trying to protect our kids, but then the system is just not helping. It's upsetting.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he's never been arrested before, so now
Right.
now he has an arrest record.
Right.
Just for the judge doing that, but it's like
Nonsense.
Come on, man, like what?
Time is just
they know it'll affect him later in life on others.
Right.
volunteer with children. So now that's a problem. Now he can't even reach back with the
Right.
It's really important that people who are labeled as black on their birth certificate really need to understand the deficit that they're at when it comes to the actual legislation that's passed in society as far as legislative racism is concerned. That's it's disheartening as that is to hear. The reality of the matter is, because he is labeled as black on his birth certificate, there's actually nobody that can help him in that situation. That's the reality of the matter.
Unless somebody die or you get crunk to represent you, that's not publicized. There's a lot of people on an everyday basis that that goes unnoticed on the injustices that happen in society. But some things we cause on ourselves, I shared the article with the young lady, the lady who left her 4 kids at home to go pick up her boyfriend, and all of them the house caught on fire.
Yep.
And the house got burnt down. It's just sad, man.
Man,
sad. Now that was sad.
That is also really sad. Allow me. I'm just getting it loaded. I want to play that video as well. The story Boss just talked about. That's just really sad, man. A lot of stuff is going on.
And it shows why I always put it on the parents. I always tell parents.
Said Wayne said that was in his hometown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, said Wayne said that was his hometown.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. When I worked in a funeral home, that was the worst thing to do to children. That was, you saw them little caskets. Yeah, it was bad.
Look at that, man.
You gotta undo the sound. Back it up, Dwayne. Back it up. Can you back it up?
I don't know how to back it up. I don't see let me reload it. Maybe if I reload it.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just read it.
It's so small, so kind of getting involved.
Yeah, it's just sad.
I'm gonna choke this parent. I just can't.
Yeah, that's the worst. It's just you get to a situation to where it's like every time in life certain things like this are gonna happen, right? And the only warning or you receive are those of people who warn the ra'ahs, the preachers, the people that influence of certain bad decisions on how things can happen, you know. And then I don't really say it like that because when I read, especially in the Torah, when it reads, I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal, and then it said, you know, you realize at the end of the day, Mr. Yahuwah, he takes and he takes and he gives. 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 And we read and you see some of these things, and then you say, well, you know what? At the end of the day, who can you blame? When he puts it plain as day, you know what I'm saying, you know, these are the things that I do. You know, and even the children, even the adults. But the only thing you can do, you know, you get warned to try to change or certain things that happen. Because the cycle gonna continue. People gonna be born, people gonna die. And when I worked at that funeral home, those are the worst funerals to do, them children. They put those teddy bears in there. They put those fire trucks. They just do all this stuff. Just like, when did the child have a chance? Did the child know? And it's just all kind of stuff that goes, you know, involved with it. But at the end of the day, life moves on. You see people who die, your friends, or people on Facebook, Instagram, they die. I give you 1 week on Facebook. After that, you forgot. Rest in peace. They do this. They do this. After that's over, you've forgotten about it. To the next person die, and the cycle just continues. It's just, you know, it's time. It's, you know, it's day in, day out. But for those, you know, just sit back. It was one of the best jobs I had. Well, one of them, as far as like working the livelihood of people, working in an atmosphere, but you get to see what the AK bullets do to these kids. What these people want to play with these guns, how the AK bullets just tumble through their body.
Wow.
I mean, it just rip up everything. And you look and say, we play gangster, we say gangster, but this is the end result.
Yeah.
This is the end result. How them bullets tear them up, and they scared of the body. They don't want to go in there. They dead. But you living with these people that's killing you, but then this is the end result. But it's like, man, come on, man. Like, when you have conversation with people, man, you get to a point, even with our entertainers, rappers, athletes. These are what the kids look at, and you hear them, and you listen to it. You hear them listen to it. They mind what is being fed. Then I sit back. I say, man, at some point in my life, I cut it off, and I said, you know what? I gotta straighten up. It's like all of us listen to it, but at some point, it's like, nah, I can't live like this, man. I can't let that be my life. I can't let that. And the thing is now, the kids don't have no turn off. It's gone. It's getting worse and worse. That girl, sexy. What's the Sexy Red? I said, oh goodness,
horrible.
She's pregnant, and got naked. I say, when does it stop?
Yeah.
I said, she just don't care.
You know what happened? Believe it or not, Boss, she does care. You know, I think we say people don't care. I think we say it because we look at that's not something I would do. A lot of times, what we miss with people is I'm hurt and I want to strike back. It's a lot of things I did. You know, I did. It looked like I didn't care. I did care. You care what people think. You want to make it as though you don't. Anybody say I don't care what people think, they do. They just said that normally they do. And that's their way of strike. Like you'll see people when they get tatted all up there, and what the F you looking at? It's because I'm hurt and you looking at me with judgment. So you strike back out at it because you don't know how to say I'm hurt. I want somebody to care about me. I want somebody to try to figure out what's going on. I want people to take time out. Everybody. I don't care the crazy. That's not true. Everybody does. It's just when you haven't been shown and you don't know how to express it, you tend to do it in other ways, other venues people choose. Just like people that get on, crack cocaine and get addicted, it's because they feel like people don't care. You choose outlets. I don't feel like people care. Whether people might go, well, I'll kill like people that'll kill kids. A lot of times you'd be surprised how some that might play in the part. They feel like their childhood, they felt victimized. So instead of them being a proponent and an advocate for kids and recover of them, they become people that will more or less, victimize the kids. It'll be some, it happens. And believe it or not, a lot of molesters are people that were molested instead of becoming proponents for. They look at all inflicted on other kids. Why should they have a normal childhood? People that become murderers of people sometimes because someone in their family was, mother or father was violently murdered, and they feel like, why should somebody else get a life with a father and a mother when I did? So you'd be surprised at a lot of rationale reasons of why. Ain't every case now, but a lot of times some people strike differently. But a lot of things have a play with how we were reared. Either you learn from it and you build to become a better person, or you just, it becomes your demise, where it just really you just become a toxic type person, where you become detrimental to other people, you're detrimental to yourself. So really understanding people is key, and knowing what like me, I watch people and I pick up angles. You try to look at angles. They teach that certain parts of math teach you about angles. People use angles, and a lot of times you have to really go back to the basics. Like when you move into other higher math, is first of all you have to master the lower math. So learning the roots of people, where things come from, how things originate, how things happen. Problem solving, critical thinking, all the things get you to do, they try using math. You have to do in life with people. Get to the root number, square root of. And that's what we have to learn how to do with people.
Man.
How does a person get that attention without asking? Because a lot of people don't ask. They feel that way, but they don't ask. Who do I go to? Because everybody around me, they hurt me. Everybody around me, they take from me. So that person, or who can I, turn to, especially dealing with these kids? A lot of them, you see a lot of hurt within them, but they just internalize it. When I say something to somebody, I'm gonna get picked on about it. I'm gonna get labeled. Now I'm put in the category. I'm put in the category of the person who has an issue and don't have nobody to talk to. Now, and then I'm labeled, but I don't have nobody to help me in the situation. So any help that I get, I'm the statistic. And when this project is over and y'all go to y'all life, I'm still the same person.
That's because organizations use angles. You never know what their agenda is when they say they're a help organization. Just like we were taking up the money to donate toward helping out with these kids that have been victimized. At the same time, you have to question the organization. Ask questions, find out about different things that you feel comfortable with. We want the people that support to feel comfortable, because this is your money and people need their money. And I don't have any time for nobody games. I ain't got time to get them buy no money to go buy no hold, no cigarettes, no beer. I know that, and being practical, people have to know that, will this money go directly to the kids? No. A lot of time the money goes to being able to pay for the transportation pay for the lunch. I'm telling you what people don't realize. The people that do this type of job where they're on the ground doing the real recovery, they have to have money to pay to fly, travel, bring kids back. They got to pay for lodging, food, and it's you don't have don't have a lot of money to give toward toward doing this, because everybody got their own lifestyle. But at the same time, we look at, until we change as people and we start to look at, we have to do something different. You know what I'm saying? We got to be willing to do something different. Just like you're saying, people being able to look at other people and people opening up to other people. That's something that a person had to learn in themselves and learn, if you are willing, you can get across to the right people, that you'll find that everyone is not a Christian. Everyone is not a manipulative person. Everyone is not on the take. There are a lot of people that help people. That's why the world's still going. It's unfortunate that the minority, which are the people that look like the majority of people, everybody want to take it. The average person just want to be left alone. I don't want to be involved. Don't feel like a racket. People don't want to help. No, it's just you're tired of rackets. But at the same time, when we take that approach, we also leave a lot of victims out there. We leave a lot of innocent people. If we're going to create a better world, of course, this world is far gone. But at some point, is that a reason for you not to care? Is that a reason for you not to help? No. We have to start within ourselves, showing the difference, showing if I'm a good person, I'm not trying to take anything from people. Then we have to, demonstrate it to other people so they can see it, especially our young people. Young people are more or less imitators. Look who they're going to imitate: the rappers, the gangsters, the movie, actors. That's who they imitate. We all imitate. So you take from all these different attitudes, functionalities, and you create a person. Every one of us have created ourselves through what? Sports, entertainment, religion, television, books, education. All these things have played a part in creating who we are. Along the way, as we mature, you start saying, well, let me relinquish this person. Let me create more of this person. And you keep working until you find that formula of a person that you say, I'm a well-rounded, well-balanced person. I'm a person. I'm comfortable in myself. And you have to get other people to learn the same thing. But for a person, I made myself, you're a liar. Nobody made themselves. We all create from, or we take from different events, whether hurts, love, happiness, sadness, death, whatever it is, we all take from that and we create the type of person we are.
So let me ask you this. Get into some intrinsic value subjects. Raw Tooley, Dwayne, Resident Joe, Dr. Resident Joe. Who are some people you grew up idolizing or looked up to outside of your family to kind of get a mold of what did you want to become as a teenager and then transitioning out to adulthood?
Good question. You want to go first?
No, I gotta think.
Dr. Joe?
I have to think too, to be honest with you. I don't think I had anyone I idolized like that. Not that I can remember.
I would just say, when you say outside of my family, I used to always idolize my dad a lot, try to do a lot of stuff he did,
outside of your family. Did you?
So outside of my family, I would think about just athletes.
Like who?
I played sports. Like when I played the sports,
What? Stop your starting line again.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I already told you what it was. Listen, I told you it was my dad. Now you said outside of my dad. I didn't really look at nobody outside of my dad. I looked at sports. So when I played baseball, I looked at all the big baseball players. You know what I mean? Try to polish my game after those baseball players. When I played football, I used to, look at the football players. When I played basketball, I used to. It was just athletes, whatever sport I was playing at the time. Those were the people I try to, tailor my game to. But since you got so much to say to it, you want to answer a question now?
No, I don't have nobody.
See, I answered the question. I need more time. Dr. Joe, you got more time, Dr. Joe?
Hold on. Go back to Tooley, Dwayne. Put it back on the screen. Please.
Yeah, put on the screen. Miss Tooley, quiet.
Right. So, Miss Tooley, who was your favorite artist growing up?
Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson.
Oh, you like Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good choice. That's a good combination right there.
No, it did.
What attracted you to Whitney?
Her natural ability to perform.
The crack, drugs.
Don't do that.
That's all I hear. Crack.
Just without effort. I mean, so little effort.
The Bodyguard movie. That Bodyguard movie won over a lot.
I don't think it did.
That.
I don't know about her.
Yeah, that Bodyguard movie. Everybody liking Whitney Houston when she did that Bodyguard movie.
That's it. Michael Jackson. It's just the performance.
Oh, Michael Jackson, the coldest
Right.
to this day. I ain't seen nobody talk Michael Jackson.
He could have put on a coat.
Listen, Michael Jackson concert, everybody be passing out. He had more people passing out at his concert than they did at Fifth Sunday Church.
That's
He was a
tight.
great performance, though. You can't take that away from him.
Oh yeah.
New Edition.
New Edition.
I just like them, but you know I grew up with them, so that's different.
Oh, you grew up with them? They went in Decatur?
Yeah, where's greater? Yay.
So okay, since you brought a New Edition, we had an argument in my household.
Why?
Who's the best R&B group to you?
When I was growing up,
I mean, just period. Like, would you say Drew Hill, Boyz II Men? Like, what would you say?
No, man. You want to say Boyz II Men?
Boyz II Men.
That's going to be a based out era.
Yeah.
Maybe
Guy.
Who?
Guy, Tony, Babyface. It's some woo.
Did you say group or you saying individual?
So I'm saying the biggest R&B group. Because the reason I say this because a lot of things, I'll say R&B group as a whole. Just
ABC, BBD.
Let me ask you this. Define the word best. When you say best, what do you mean? When you say best? Like, do you mean most decorated as far as accolades and achievements? What do you mean to say best?
Man, that's right, Valerie.
To you. Because what we were talking about earlier was a lot of things on what these kids are gravitating to, right? It's just the different cultures around you at that time. And you never know what formulates you, you know. But on the subject, I was just asking to you who was the best R&B group. Because my wife said Drew Hill, and I said, I don't know what.
Is she saying group or individual? Because you can say Cisco.
Yeah, where's your group?
Cisco made an album.
Man.
What is wrong?
What's wrong with this guy, man?
Y'all talking to a deaf man.
I said group, Dwayne. Group. Go ahead.
But you said Drew Hill.
Individual. What?
But when he said Drew Hill, it just brought out Cisco. That boy album, you can just let all them things play. But what's the name of that girl? Was she in a group? What's the name of the group? It's a group go, finally, it is happened to me right in front of my face, and I just can't describe it. What group was that?
The man of my dreams. That's Cissy Peniston.
Oh, that was her group?
Oh.
Man,
my system, you'd be playing that song.
One song, that man singing.
My system, they love that song, boy.
Yeah.
But you take these different cultures, man. People starting to dress like them.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah, man. People dyed their hair like
the best R&B group. It's gonna have to be Boyz II Men, man. It's gonna have to be Boyz II Men.
Two of them from my neighborhood.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, still, yeah.
Preacher, come on now.
It's like
Dwayne, you went to elementary with Tim.
Preacher, we done already went over this. You gotta
my neighborhood.
Because they not
Listen, they know me. They'll tell you.
I
know big thing for that. They did one. He robbed them. They came out on a Key Sweat. They're from the neighborhood.
All of them from the neighborhood.
You already asked me.
Elementary. I mean, I ain't thought nothing about it. I'm not getting
So when I see him, I ask him, he know you by Henry?
I won't worry about it.
So, Preacher, Silk.
Two of them from my neighborhood.
Wow.
Hey, man, I met Silk. They was all wearing cotton.
Oh.
Hey, I met Silk. All of them had on cotton T-shirts.
Preacher, were they brothers or they just was close friends in the neighborhood?
They were friends. I don't know the other two. They're two from the neighborhood.
Oh.
They was a year behind me. We went to elementary together. Elementary.
You ain't right, Tula.
Yeah, a lot
of sing. I didn't know they could sing when they brought out. I mean, I didn't know that. I mean,
what?
No, I didn't know. Like, oh, remember them singing? No, never anything.
They don't know that back then during our era, there were a lot of talent shows. They did talent all the time.
I didn't go to talent show. I didn't care about
They sung and they did comedy. They literally did that all the time. So that's how people got, discovered.
Just like Chris, he went to Columbia, but he younger than me. His brother came out behind me.
Right.
So I know his brothers now. So I mean, but he came out. But I was out of high school gone, so he wasn't in my era. The two of them know, but I mean,
I do.
He was younger than me, so I wouldn't know him then.
Hey, boy, they had
Yep.
about two, three hits. I know that ring in Miami.
Talking about,
yeah,
yes, sir.
They got beat. Keith Sweat, he rocked them good.
They had that meeting
Still,
in my
that's
bedroom.
what they number one song.
Meeting in
There's
my
a
bedroom.
meeting in my bedroom.
They have one hot. They let me look you up and
Preach up.
Hey,
Okay.
See how y'all had all that nasty music then? Y'all had all that nasty music back then. Gonna try to put it on this era.
It was nasty music.
Their whole album wasn't good. And had they been with somebody else, but that's the whole thing about when you get into music. You get, these guys always rip people off by putting them up on their label and get them. They do the same thing. Everybody complained about, RCA. They claimed they complained about Sony. They complained about all these other people.
Yep.
When these people get you up on them, they worse the indies company. None of these people go out the way they do. They claim, everybody. It is amazing. These guys really, really kill. Please, sir, lead that to the 15 minutes. Oh my goodness.
Good.
I wasn't talking to me. I was just saying that was their song they had. They were hot.
Clean it up.
Back in the time, they were hot back then. But I mean, they where they should have gone and how they should have blown up.
Yeah.
They didn't get it because Keith Sweat, he robbed them. These guys robbed them. I mean, people pretty much pass on what they get. He got robbed.
Right.
Keith Sweat was hot back then. Him and R. Kelly, they was hot. He had more stuff out at the time than R. Kelly did. Keith Sweat really did. He cried. He was killing them on there, but these guys, they didn't, Nose Candy killed a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys on that powder. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, that Nose Candy messed up a lot of people, man. That Nose Candy ain't nothing to play with. These guys got here think they can handle it, and they get on that Nose Candy because they're trying to perform and stay up. Got to do, so that as soon as you get as soon as you get through the concert, you're performing the next night. So what? You ain't gonna go to sleep. You get a little sleep. Got to get high, get back up. Practice so you can be ready for that night. You burnt. These guys are drinking, they snorting. I'm not calling them. I'm just saying, people in general ain't calling them names, but and all these guys get messed out.
Kerry said child support killed Silk.
No, that ain't true. Any black entertainer will end up broke. All them people y'all name, they broke.
Well, the thing is though, Love Doctor, they broke when they started. These people never really make money. That's like TLC did. They perform. People holler, oh, they go broke. It's not that they go broke. They don't never get paid. So they put them in a bad light and make all of them look like they terrible with their money. Oh, they terrible with their money. Silk and them told you, Pebbles beat them. They only had $35,000 when they finished touring. All the money, I think they made like $35 million or something. She said by the time they got through, let's do the math. She broke down what she had to pay them, the agent fee, making the videos, traveling. When they got through, they had about $35,000. They split between three people. They said their friends kept saying, y'all know y'all gonna buy y'all mama a house. It's like, how are we gonna buy my house?
That's crazy.
That's about the only one told the truth. She said, look, pull up that little clip you can see her tell them. She said we had $35,000 split between three people.
Be more specific about the clip.
There was a clip with Left Eye talking about how they was beaten out of that money. She talking about Pebbles. You can pull it up. So a lot of times, it's not that they're messing up the money. It's the bad deals that these guys are getting.
Yep.
And that girl got buried in Decatur, Georgia.
I'm gonna tell you what they need to do.
I think it was. Then there was an Eddie Long Church that had a funeral.
I don't think so. Lisa is on.
I'm gonna tell you what they should have did is learn how to play the piano. See, when you learn how to play the piano, you ain't got to worry about nobody beating you out your money. You say you don't play one thing till you get paid. They should have been playing the piano and not singing. That's why these folk rapping, they don't press me. Learn how to play that piano.
Somebody saying boys the man. Boys man, bad one will let us know. I mean, they were the Bell Bill DeVoe had them. They ain't getting make no money. You had a group that wasn't that blowing themselves, and they had brought them out, so they were getting paid from under them. These groups don't make it. They're not making no money. They make more money now. And they getting beat than they did then.
I think I found the video.
And we've been looking at it for a while.
Man, KC and JoJo get along on guys.
Trust me, you can sell 10 million albums and be broke if you have greedy people behind you.
Watch you there.
All right. This is how a group can sell 10 million records and be broke. And everyone, get ready to do your math. When we first started out, we were kind of cocky. Okay, there are 100 points on the album. TLC had 7. Every point is equal to 8 cents. All right? 7 times 8, 56 cents. But as time went on, we learned a lot. That means every time an album gets sold, TLC gets 56 cents. So 10 million records, $5.6 million. Seems like a lot of money. Well, it's not a lot of money when the record company has spent $3 million to record your album. And in the record business, we pay all costs back to the record company. We pay recording costs, video costs. So now we have $2.6 million left. Well, guess what? When you have that much money, you're in about the 47, 48, 49% tax bracket. So that immediately gets deducted to $1.3 million. Then you split the rest 3 ways. You got about $300,000 a piece, if that much. Okay? $300,000. I can buy a nice house with that. And what am I going to pay my bills with?
Now, here,
that was great.
Here's the thing. That doggone in the 90s, she telling me $300,000. She should have blown that. Whatever. How they ain't called for $15,000 back in the 90s. What she talking about? I don't go along with it.
And as a matter of fact,
house all up about $20,000-$30,000.
That's
yeah, she was 15 with $300,000 went broke.
All right, listen, Country Wayne.
She not gonna. I don't feel. Hey.
Before on another video she had on that she was talking. She had it down less than that. She said when they did it because she brought in about Pebbles. She talked about how Pebbles actually were producing them at that time. Pebbles was their agent. She took money. They were talking about how much money she had taken from them. So that was a little different than I heard her say before. I remember her saying they had like $35,000. They had to split between them by the time everybody got through. That's what she was talking about. When you got greedy people behind you, that changes your numbers. So, I mean, at the end of the day, when you put that much work in, you get that, and you got to look at everything you got to pay. You've been gone. You got other people hitting you for money. Don't forget, when they got $300,000, how much money have they spent while they've been on the road? So they got to pay that back too.
Did you know that the average black person only have about $5,000?
Who? You said average black person?
She got 300.
That's a lot of people money.
Matter of fact, the average black person is accounted negative and overdrawn. And she got 300.
You said 5,000. That's what in a checking account? What you trying to say?
That's overall net worth when they die.
What?
Where's it? Where do you get the statistics from?
That don't make sense. People got insurance. Not everybody.
So net worth. Net worth. Basically, believe it or not.
Part of the show. Go ahead, Dwayne.
All right. So it's something known as the wealth gap. I don't know how many of y'all are actually familiar with the actual wealth gap, but the wealth gap in America is really, really critical, downright embarrassing, downright disgusting. Basically, according to statistics, the middle class starts with the net worth of $80,000. That's middle class net worth. Sometimes people think in terms of salary. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your actual net worth. That's what I'm saying is that the middle class starts at $80,000 net worth. That means when all your bills and all that stuff is paid, at a minimum, you have $80,000 in your bank account. The average black person ain't nowhere near close to that. So as a result, what black people have to realize, you're actually in the poor class. You're actually in the lower class. So because you're in the lower class, you are the one that are on the lowest end when it comes to the actual wealth gap. The studies say there's approximately 48 million black people who live in America today. However, the top 200 richest white families have more money than all those 48 million blacks combined. Before, in the past, we showed a video, I think it was called an inequality race or something like that, where it was a cartoon that Tony had told us about, and showing with this actual foot race how far behind we actually are. That is what the actual wealth gap and things of that nature is. So I saw that in perspective is that if you are a black person and you do come across 300,000 or 200,000 or 150,000, just know in the scheme of things, that puts you in like the top 5% of African-American black people in this country if you have that money in itself, because the average black person is in the lower class. There we go. Class is myth.
I mean, unfortunately, that's the society we live in. I think people do well if you, I think what's better than money, and which is a real sign of success, is self-fulfillment. Not just by things, but by a person with being comfortable, being able to be themselves, being able to, appreciate, the finer things, or even, the things that people don't. When I say the finer things, I'm not talking about expensive cars or housing and things, just life in itself, and having the quality, or having a good quality of life. Where you function, not, laying up, having things removed out of your body, or having to have things, put in it, not living to, massive medication, and being able to, when you go out, I can appreciate the cold, I can appreciate the rain, I can appreciate the sun. I learned to appreciate, when Boston was talking about earlier about like looking at those kids getting kidnapped and other things, it pushes me to want to give something, because I'm appreciative for the fact that's not my story today.
That's right.
When you watch, like he was saying, in every situation in itself, whether you blame an individual, it's in the hands of one person, Elohim. So I'm choosing not to believe in. They say, what kind of God would allow this to happen? Because he has Rikam, which is mercy on whom he will. And it allows me to appreciate the fact that he has been good to me. I never understood that when people say he was good to me, it was because they received large amounts of money, or they got position or opportunity. For me, it's the fact that I can look at other people's situation and consider the fact that that's not my situation. As much as I would like my situation to be better than what it is, I've come to accept and appreciate my situation as it is. And I've learned that it's not of myself, but it's of him that wills, who allows. So what I count success is not by things and money, because a lot of people have things, money, but they don't have any peace. They don't have rest. People that have all this stuff, you're constantly on the go. Or you have to, you gotta manipulate people, you gotta take from people, you gotta lie, you gotta kill people, you gotta try to make other people fall. I have a life to where that's not my testimony. I don't have to see other people fall for me to enjoy my life. I don't have to take from other people. I don't have to manipulate and scam people out of things. I can be me and still have things. A lot of people that get things, they can't be themselves.
That's right.
So that's what I count success. And I'm a very successful young man, who's managed to reach 55 years old. It's because of the state of mind. It's because of the being. It's because of the relationship that I have with my Creator. And I constantly, reiterate the importance of, I say I'm in a good place. That's important to me. That I learned. I ran a lot of years to get money and try to obtain things. And I realized, I'm at a point in my life to where I learned how not to allow things to, control me or hold me down or control me to attitude or behavior. Because I've come to accept that things are given to you by him. He allows you to see all these people with things and lifestyles and do things. Then he comes back and he unveils them to show you what all that they have. They don't have what you have. You have a peace of mind. You have a relationship. You have an idea of what you were created for. A lot of these people don't know what they're created for. Man, it's about the hoes. It's hoes and money. It's this and that. You don't know. But that's where people are. You have to be willing to be open-minded to understand that. You understand that. Just like with the rain, you appreciate the sun. With the cold, you appreciate the heat. everything has an appreciation for it when you come into an acceptance of how he operates. That's for me. So having that peace is far more superior than the dollar amount. I try to teach that to my people. But you know, everybody in the same place. Yeah. It's unfortunate. You know, it's a place you want to be at, you want to get to.
Yeah. Having peace, but still trying to have somewhere to stay at the same time. But you got some people, man. It's like, well, I just want to, and you know what? At the end of the day, I look at, especially when it says having food and raiment, they would be content. It don't even say having a house. It says food and raiment, be content. And sometimes it's like, as soon as you get this, okay, as long as I get this, but then I gotta get this. 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 And then you have all this, and it's like, okay, now you gotta maintain this. They gotta take off the layers. So it's that balance of, like when you said, being in a good place and having peace. You know, that's a very solid place to be. Because some people, man, they trying to. It's like, man, look, I just want peace of nothing. You know, when we went over to preacher Tuli and Dwayne, we went over to Ghana. We went over to Ghana. I came back with a different perspective on life because a lot of stuff that those people didn't have, but yet they were still happy.
Yep.
When we went to that school and seeing those kids, and it's like they don't have no run, no water, no bathroom, but yet they were still smiling. They didn't have no air conditioning, but yet they were still sitting up nice, not talking. I was like, goodness, this is crazy. But seeing that, it's like you have more than what you need. You have more than what you need, but people are worse situations and are more grateful for what you have. So that was a good experience.
Right.
Oh yeah, man. That's definitely what it's all about. Absolutely agree.
That's what we are. I was saying, I'm reading out the comments while we were talking to.
Yeah. You're gonna talk to Love Doctor? I'm sorry, I keep on interrupting you.
Go ahead, Reverend Joe. You need to get your minute count up.
You into
well, you guys
need to be trying to work around.
While you guys were talking, makes me realize what brings, what people call peace is realizing what your priorities are.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can be surrounded by struggles, but if your priorities are there and you're still focused in that priority that you have, regardless of what it is, right? It could be your beliefs, it could be your parents, your kids. They're still there. I feel like the struggles become a little bit less of a struggle. So I feel like realizing and putting your priorities in order helps a lot. For me, as recently when I moved to Georgia, this job, seeing how these kids have struggled and what they're going through, it makes me realize I have not gone through anything compared to these kids. And it makes me be grateful for my life, regardless of how hard it was. Somebody else always has it harder than you. So
that's right.
It has made me realize that, like, somebody else does have it harder than I ever did have it. So it makes me realize, like, just be grateful to where I am right now, to help others, because others have it really bad. And little kids are innocent kids, adults going crazy for what they want when they were little. I'm grateful I'm not mental. I'm grateful I'm here. I'm able to think, make decisions. So, yeah, I guess just putting priorities in order helps for me, at least, it has helped me to come into that shalom, that peace, how they say it.
I think about this. If you take a person who's never swum before and you throw them in the water, what's the first thing they're going to do?
Panic.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Trying to stay afloat.
They know it's going to happen.
Well, they don't know how to swim. It's the same thing with life. Once you teach people how to live it, you take away some of the struggles.
Right.
You can't make your struggle trying to compete. Like a lot of times, even with rappers and performers and actors, if they're so busy, like me, I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I'm not trying to compete with preachers. I'm not trying to compete with rappers, actors. I'm not trying to compete with my neighbors. You know, I make it a thing for myself what I do. And a lot of times what get a lot of people hurts because you make it about trying to be better than the next man or making somebody else your reasoning for justifying who you are.
Mhm.
For justifying who I am is through the knowledge I obtained through the word. So I learned to make my way a lot easier. Once I learned that and realized, a lot of my fight, a lot of my going, a lot of my anger, frustration was because I really didn't sit down and look at how to live life. And it's like a man, you throw him in the water, he's going to fight. And the thing he's fighting can really help him. But because he fighting, a lot of people say the water can help you. If you learn how to ride the wave, it can help you and even, bring you to safety as well as it can take you down and drown you. Like people say the water, it's cruel out there. And other people say, all I see is, I just see the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? I just see what it has to offer, the life it has in it, but it also can take your life, just like life itself, because you don't know how to navigate. Life is about navigating. Life is about picking and choosing things and learning to, you'll hear like learning to accept the things, and that's hard. And it takes age and time. It takes a lot of bumping your head. It takes a lot of falling down and realizing these were a lot of, useless, senseless hurts. This is a lot of things I could avoid, and I could just kind of learn to just go around it. It's like when ships in the water, although they're gonna, they might be on a straight path, at some point they have to change directions. There's no straight point to a place. People say, let's get straight to the point. You can drive, but sometimes you have to go around. When the Benin and Yasharal came out of Mizraim, everyone said the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. That was a shorter way, but in order to get them there, to take them around. But there are obstacles and sometimes things you have to avoid. And sometimes because of who we are, we feel like I just got to take it head on. And that's not always the best approach. Even out in the sea, people say, once you get out there to think about it, you don't have to worry about anything. That's not true. Sometimes you run into other ships and somebody got to go around. Sometimes there's islands out there. Sometimes there's rock. There's just things you have to be aware of. It's still there, but you just got to learn how to navigate. And that's something a lot of times people don't look at. A lot of times people put their hate and frustration on other people. People don't know. You'd be surprised. A lot of people don't know. I learned to accept that. There are a lot of things I did because I didn't know. Stop assuming, they know what they're doing. They know, yeah. In kind of in a sense they do, but they really don't. People are basically just doing. If it works, it works. They don't. They're not worried about understanding it. Understanding gives you the ability to be able to do. And when you don't understand some of that, like we look up words, and when you look at them for what they're, what is understanding? Understanding. To understand. So you say the root of it, but you really don't understand. It gives you the ability to.
Yeah.
That's an ability you have to have in life in order to go through it and navigate it, successfully. And like I said, that's not all about the wealth of money. It's wealth of self, wealth of of peace. You can't buy peace. Travel, going places. I need to go here. I gotta get away. So when you come back, what changes?
Nothing.
I got peace where I'm at. I'll be honest with you, I have peace where I'm at. So I don't have to listen. If I can go ahead, I can go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Just leave me alone. Let me go to bed. Me and my remote control. I can let my bed vibrate. I can watch what I watch on TV and just leave me alone, which will be the news. I watch some other stuff. And I'm good. I really am. I'm gonna meditate, I'm gonna pray. I'm good. I'll go places. I don't mind it. But I'll be honest with you, it's not gonna make me a better person. I take the better person with me where I go.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what, too? I just want to say.
Not everyone can get to that space, though, Tony. I have to say I was one of those people. Now I can say I could be in my house alone and I'll be at peace. But back in the days, I would travel to get I wanted peace. But I got back to the same reality and I was still like, this is life. So you finally get into that space where you can be wherever you are and you're happy with yourself, you're happy with your life. So
yeah, and I just want to say that I'm grateful for definitely the place where I always one of those people. I felt as though I had a family coming back, but I realize now, being at the Well Yah Synagogue, it's taught me a new foundation in terms of family, in terms of growth, development, just a really good place, a really good experience I've been able to have. So I'm definitely grateful for that. And just really looking back, just reflecting on my life, I totally agree with what Tony was saying earlier in terms of the things that really should make you happy or where you should be centered around. You know, it's a lot more than just those physical, monetary things in life, definitely.
I appreciate it. How about our wonderful family on the comment section? Tell us what you're thankful for, what you're grateful for. Think about it for yourself. It don't have to be about money and other things. You know, it's having a contentment. You know, and people don't realize how important it is. Being able to be content. That's something I never understood. I'll be honest, I didn't. And you don't understand until you get through banging your head on everything, trying to do everything. You realize, just learn to accept. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you know, I come into agree. And it's not the world, it's Yahuwah. You know, things have a way of working, coming back around. They work themselves. They really do. At the time when you're going through, no, it doesn't feel good. At the time you're going, no, it doesn't make sense to you. It's only because you don't know what
Throne Talks brings to you the difference.
When you get that peace of mind, that relationship with your creator, you know, you'll look at like the monks. You'll see them do a lot of meditation, a lot of stretch. I'm not into monks or anything like that, but people start learning how to look inside, a deeper side of themselves, how the universe works, how the trees, how the plants, how the water, things are part. Because in his creation, all the things he put there, they played a major part in the soundness of Adam when he was in the garden. He put all those things that he put the man there because here the man could really understand equality. The man could really understand existence. With all these things working around him, it gave a richness to him and it gave a velocity to him that you can't get just in other things. The way they create things now and clothes and other things they give us, it actually takes away from us and it blocks energy. We don't have that peace and that solace that we need with ourselves that we can kind of pass on to our fellow man. We missed it. It was a way you greeted people. Hey, you said, hey, it's an energy. Hey, how you doing? People don't talk like that, Harlan. You know, it wasn't just, you know, you remember that?
Yeah.
No energy. It's an energy we passed off to each other. How you doing? It was genuine. How you doing? Fine. How you doing? Concern. We put, it's like, you know what? I feel better having seen you. Come on, tell us what you have. Okay, woman nodded. That's better, woman nodded. I heard this. I ain't giving a dime. I said, what in heaven, woman nodded? Life, health, forgiveness, is mercy, man. I made some bad decisions, a mind to have an ear, love for truth. That's what I'm glad. I like that. I like that. Good energy. Good energy. Even though we're in the midst of tribulation, everything is still all good. Thankful for everything. I already have more than I could have asked for. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm grateful to be alive. I should have been dead from so much that I've done. Yes. Coming out from that cotton field in Mississippi on the Massimo, you are definitely
right. Underground Railroad. That was dangerous.
Underground Railroad, Harry Tubman, Kunta Foot missing. I appreciate him for allowing me to wake up and keep me through the day. I know that, right? I'm
ain't that the truth?
Down my burden, down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay
down my burden,
down by the riverside. Ain't gonna pick no cotton no more. Ain't gonna pick cotton no more. Ain't gonna pick cotton no more. I know that right. We preach that old slave. 100%. I know that right. What we got down there? Canada. Yahushua and everything he suffered and all the people he has put in my life. Listen, learn people. Come on. You got a lot to be grateful. I know, listen, things need to happen periodically so you'll learn to appreciate. You know what? I understand. I have had the longest peace than I think I've had all together in my life. I mean, this is the longest consistent shalom I've had. When I say that, because I really look at things differently. You know, with people, I just look at this. I don't have to buy into your energy. I don't have to deal with that. You know, I got stuff I'm trying to do. Listen, I just learned why fight it? I can go around. I'm enjoying where I'm at. I'm enjoying the peace. I'm enjoying him. Talking with him and being in a place and looking to gravitate to a higher place with him. That has really, really enriched me in a lot of ends. I got people my son had a call from one of our financiers. And he was telling my son about how many just call. He said, listen. He said, Tony saved. He said, if it weren't for Tony. He told me that, he said, listen, they are shedding down. Car lots are shedding down. He said, listen, one guy had 50 cars on his lot. He said, listen, they put the finance company sent a car and picked up his car and drove off with him. They left him with one bill. He had 50. They left him with He said, listen, the guy talking about it, he said, that man said, if it wasn't for Tony. He says, no way. He says, just no way. He said, man, they're going out left and right. Listen, I tell you what, I have a Savior. I have a Creator. I have an Elohim that has just been so rich in so many ways because I have watched him work beyond understanding, and I've come to understand. It's this when he favor you, when you set yourself and your affection in a different place and you allow him to be him. I've questioned a lot, and I realized until things come and happen, you don't really know that you trust him the way you should. Mm-hmm. And I've dealt with enough stuff to come at me to trust him. I try to get my people, when I say my people, to kind of gravitate into that mindset of a lot of our hurts, a lot of our situations. I tell them this, I watch the faces of you created your own, you created your own stomach. You created your own fall and your faults because you're still in yourself and you won't allow him to be able to be who he is in your life. And because you don't, you put up a wall against a power that you can't resist. And to show you that you can't resist it, he puts you somewhere that you just contain and you can't flourish. You can't get out. And he's allowed me to be able to flourish, with the word. That's so important. He's allowed me to be able to really have, genuine forgiveness and desire for people that really did me wrong and for my hurt to forget. And I wasn't there. I have not been there. I have not. Shame on me. Shame on me. But he brought that to my understanding. So to reach that is so important to me, to allow to realize I got people. Listen, I just push the energy. I reject the energy. I don't have to. That's your energy. I tell them, look at your situation. Your situation is what it is because of you. No one else inflicts you that. Your situation is your situation. I have people constantly people try to make me fall. Constantly. Listen, don't affect my situation. I know in whom I believe. And I'm persuaded that he is able to believe that which I commit against them. That's my confidence. How about you? Anybody else out there? Only 3 people. I know for no good cotton picker, isn't that right? And her slave master just passed, didn't it, Mr. Billy?
There were more.
They gave her freedom, and he gave her freedom paper. I ain't saying.
A lot more people.
Well, I put them up. I didn't say him.
I thought you were doing. Oh, okay.
I can put less. I can't do it with someone. I'm grateful. I'm grateful too. That kid got a haircut. That picture. Now I don't know what was going on.
Look at him. Oh yeah, look at that picture.
I just realized that was a baby. That's that picture. You get your keys. Oh, that cute. He said, "Nah." So once you cut that, you realize you said, "Ooh, that was terrible." You might go to jail for that picture later on. But anyway, go ahead. Food, shelter, and clothing. He said, "Be content." I've been honest with you. I'm still growing. I appreciate he got me a lot further past that. But so I may not be exactly where I want to be now, but I'm changing to get there. And I'm grateful for the drive and mind I have today to do that. Mercy, forgiveness, breath in my body. It means a lot. People, it means a lot. A leader with foresight. Wow, I appreciate that, Kim. I appreciate that. Shalom in the midst of the storm. That's right. He'll keep you. Learn to be content until it gets better. Learning the balance of life and learning truth. I appreciate it, Andrew. That's a good place. You know what? You become a student. I'm a student of life. I don't teach life. Life teaches me. Through him. Yeah, a lot of times people try to teach life. No, you become a student. Life has been around long. The younger can't teach the elder.
I heard that.
This is really encouraging to him. Listen, said always good to see you. Said always there. Said I know I look to see you tomorrow night. Said he be facing the other way. That's how the camera show up. I know I look to see. That's it. And that's what we need to be able to do. Give out what you're trying to get. I want positive. I want to give out positive. I ain't trying to sell people on no money, racket, scheme or nothing, but it's just being honest. You gotta look at what you put out. Health and strength and a sound mind. That black ambition actually
ain't that the truth.
COVID right now. You know how many people with COVID in the hospital with tubes in them?
Man,
oxygen machine.
Yes.
It's a lot. Listen, things we take for granted. And guess
true,
what? Well, after your first, it's some people, listen, the second time they got it was worse than the first. It gets worse every time. He spared you. It's people say, oh man, it sucks because I could be out here, and you could be in the ICU, ICCU. They got an ICU, they got a more intensive ICU. And listen, and you'll be there, you know what you're saying? I'll be grateful for anything right now, but you can't even talk because you're in a coma. You've been so much pain, they got to put, they can actually put you in an induced coma. People say, I don't want to fall in a coma. Everybody have fallen in a coma. Some people had to induce the coma. Just because of the pain. Listen, I'm grateful. I hadn't always been like this. I am so grateful.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that the truth?
Appreciate my wife, my wonderful wife, my wonderful kids. Two of them just in the street. I don't know what. The two knuckleheads, my two girls. Two knuckleheads, I still a hub. And my grandkids. I appreciate my grandkids. They are hard, they pop out. So they make sure they let me know. They are hard, they pop out. Without hard, them too. I appreciate my mother. Still alive. I told her last night she's been a great mother. If you got parents living, you can find criticism of your parent, but look at it real good. My mom was a great mom. I watched my wife remind me of a lot how, relationship. Me and her talked about a lot of things growing up. She had a list in there. I remember I ran away from home. When I was a teenager. She saw me on the bus. She got off. And then she just walked with me and talked with me. Made it a whole lot better. So my dad just put a divide for a while. Had me go stay with her baby sister. While she talked with him, came and just been that calm. I remember her just walking with me. So she had got from work, made peace. And I didn't know she was going to be on against me or whatever. It was just talking to me. Just talking with me. Just walking and talking. I appreciate that. I always been a big supporter.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. So I tell anybody you got parents out there, why you got them, let them know you're hard. Let them know you do that. So I'm grateful for Pastor Smith, a ministry over the years. God has used him to preach the gospel with such a depth. You can't afford to stand still. You have to go. I appreciate that, Russell. Definitely appreciate that. Much of heart to you. I appreciate those that Woman Night as well known a lot of years. I appreciate those of y'all, you guys here as well as my wonderful wife, kids. Being with me while I've grown. I had to grow. I've had to change. I had to adapt. I had to overcome. I had to submit. I had to humble down. So it's been a growth for all of us. It hadn't been a growth just on, the people listening to me. I've had to grow. People standing here with me while I grow, it means a lot. Because I work with a crew today at a home. The whole crew all just got back from CVD. Is that from COVID?
COVID.
See that? And you didn't, and it wasn't you. That's great. Listen, it happens. And that's the thing about COVID. Nobody controls when you get it. Sometimes people say, well, who you around? You're like, it ain't like I can say, sometimes you can say, well, Joanna, you had and I was around you, I can say you. But what if I don't remember anybody? I saw nobody coughing. I wasn't around anybody that I caught. One man controls all that, people. You mom and grandma complaining, just please go on your knees and consider your life is not your own. I've learned that when he take you and use you the way he does, that's him. Mr. Yahuwah has definitely been better to me than I could be to myself. I appreciate him keeping me alive to be able to amend my ways and doing before it's too late. That's right. Appreciate that, Hayward. You's a monkey, but we sure appreciate that. I mean, people, everybody ought to be. Why you can't be a witness? Every one of us ought to be a witness. What about y'all guys? What are y'all guys appreciative for?
We have a couple more.
Okay, I'm thankful for the mind that he gave me. It's not until you can fully grasp how fleeting and fragile a person's mind can be at any given moment that you can truly appreciate a sound mind. I do. That's right. That's true, sweetie. I was talking about years ago. I don't know if she want to talk about it, say anything. I'm grateful for every single thing Mr. Yahuwah has allowed me to have, and for understanding more and more that anything he allows me to have or go through is more than I deserve. That's true. We talked. I don't know Tula how she feel about that. A lot of times people take that for granted. Tula experience, having her mind just go away and come back. Like, will of Yahuwah. People, it's a lot of stuff until things happen to you. Come on, if you've been doing like getting up walking every day since you were told you were going to walk, whatever, 1 or 9 months or 15 months, and you've been walking, why would you really think a lot about walking until you see somebody with no legs or somebody until you're put down and you can't walk and you realize I've taken this for granted a long time. I thought it was old. Like if I lay down tonight and I got it, why would I think I'm gonna get up in the morning?
Right.
Until you find out there's somebody beside you, somebody you knew you just seen the day before, and they didn't get up, and you say, "My goodness!" You know what you say? It could have been me. So he'll allow things to happen around us just so you can consider. There's some more people out there. Talk to us today.
About
I don't know. Tell us what was it like. That's something we really never talked about. What was it like
tonight?
When you left? Yeah, I mean, hey, we keep it real. The truth is the light.
What? Okay. Well, what happened was, let's see. I miscarried a kid, and I had a miscarriage, and I slipped into this. I guess it was an unconscious depression. I guess whatever it was, but it was postpartum. I was diagnosed with that. Because it happened immediately. It was like right after that. So I didn't want to be around anybody. It wasn't a particular, it was just, I didn't want to be around anybody.
Yeah.
So I worked 7 days. I found another job. I literally worked 7 days a week. Seven days. I just work. Don't ask, I don't know what happened to the money. I just didn't save it. I didn't spend it, but
I'll ask her later because I ain't seen it either.
I don't know what happened. I don't even know if I even cashed a paycheck. I honestly don't.
We need to find that check.
A lot of stuff I do not remember. I don't remember a lot of the stuff, but I don't know what happened. I don't even remember getting paid. Anyway, I just remember I worked. And I just did not want to deal with anybody, anything. I stayed with someone. And I stayed in my room and I just got up, went to work. And I came and got my kids, took them to school. We were talking about it today. Took them to school, picked them up, brought them home. But I couldn't stay home. I just could not stay home. Didn't hate my husband, didn't hate my children. It was just something in my mind that just would not allow me to stay home. That's pretty much all I remember about it. But I do remember I went to a psychiatrist, and I think that's when I guess they asked you the questions about what happened, and you talked to them and they diagnosed you. And he gave me some medicine, and then I did not take the medicine. I don't think I took the medicine. I don't remember taking it. Can't remember exactly. But I did want to be better. I didn't want to be in that state that I was in. I definitely wanted to. It was like I couldn't control it. It was something beyond me, but I wanted to be fixed. I wanted to go back to my family. So my husband went to a homeopathic doctor that gave me something that there was an imbalance. I was imbalanced. So he gave me something that put me back into balance, and it was just like it was done. It was over. So yeah, it was over just like that. Yeah, just like that. But it took 7 months. I think the working every day, all day, probably helped a lot because I didn't just lay somewhere, thinking about it or sad or whatever. But it's really hard to explain because I don't remember a whole lot about it for some reason. I don't know why. But looking at it now and everything, I do feel that I did that and it happened to me for a reason. It wasn't for myself. It wasn't for my family. It was definitely for some. I just really feel that it was for somebody else. I don't know if it's somebody else that's come through already or somebody that is to come. But I definitely believe, knowing now that it's for somebody else. It was for somebody else. As an example for that, I appreciate the fact that the Most High allowed me to be able to, didn't have my husband's heart hard that he did not accept me back. That my children, I don't know if that my children were glad that I came back. I guess it had a lot to do with because I honestly did not know why I was going through it. What I did not, I don't know. But I definitely believe now, after coming through it, that it was not for me and it was for somebody else. And I look at it and say, okay, so if somebody's there with a kid or has to raise kids, they can do it because my husband's done it, be with somebody, or if you have to separate from somebody, your spouse or whatever, and you guys reconcile, it's possible, you could do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Sometimes some things I don't forget it because some things I remember and I say, oh, when did I do that? Did I do that? Because I forgot I even worked for the freaking IRS. I'm like, oh, I did that. I'm like, dang.
That's why my taxes messed up today.
I was like, dang, I did do that. That was my Sunday job. I forgot. I said, oh, I did taxes. I entered taxes in the system. But anyway, another story. But yeah, so I'm grateful definitely for my mind. I do not take it for granted. And I know at any time it could be taken. You could be doing good thinking that you are, that you are keeping yourself and you are not. So, and not just for them, just for me to be reassured every day that I am not keeping myself. I am being kept.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate that.
I understand. I want them. They can come in. I appreciate her having that. For those listening, that's the first time I had that depth in conversation. So what y'all heard was my first time hearing that much of depth as well. It was something that we didn't talk about. We just kind of moved on from it. Just kind of went on. It happened, and what people don't know, for the people that don't, when a woman has a miscarriage, her body still goes through the whole cycle. Just because she miscarried does not mean her body stopped. Her body says it delivered a baby, which means her body runs through the whole system of what it does when it carries the baby. It just told itself it had a baby and said what it was dealing with. So that imbalance happens. And a lot of times, a lot of women and a lot of marriages have been separate, broken up, forever because the man didn't know that. And it's because we know so little.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much it's so little we know. I remember years ago, before that, it was a lady on a bridge, I think in San Francisco. She took her kids and threw them over a bridge. I might remember years ago, they were like, oh, she ain't crazy. They help for news shit. It was another lady in Texas. Remember, she took all her kids and drowned them in the bathtub, ran them down. Yeah. I remember that was a big, it was like she knew, but she got in the postpartum. And I was grateful for that in my kid. Yeah, a lot of people, for men, we don't know that. So sometimes when they have these different disruptions, go and look and see whether they're miscarriage. Because a lot of times that could play a part, because the hormones play a major part of balancing the body.
Mm-hmm.
And when you don't know, you don't know. So you'll assume she knows she's doing, she's just playing stupid. She ain't dumb, and the whole time it can actually be she's hitting postpartum depression. And because she ain't laying down like this and the thing, she might have a different way she deals with the situation. And you not knowing or we not knowing can put it just makes a major difference. That's how important it is for us to know one another.
Mm-hmm.
Husband and wives, knowing one another. And when a man get married, these are things you need to know. It can very well happen. And you need to know how to do it.
It wasn't like a time like it happened after we had a rough patch. That was the rough patch. It wasn't a that I can remember. It wasn't a bad, between us. It wasn't anything bad between us. And I just said, okay, well, I'm going to go. No, I don't remember that. That was actually our issue. That was our rough patch.
Yeah.
So that, I guess that played a part in it as well.
Still going on 29 years next month. She don't want to recognize it. That's a rough patch too. Yeah. 29 years I had that old mule.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. What about you guys? Anything y'all want to think grateful for? Appreciate that too for you talking. Like you say, it's to help somebody out there.
It is. Yeah.
What about y'all? Y'all got anything you grateful for? Anything you consider he brought you back from, helped you?
Yeah, just to add on to some things that I talked about earlier. Probably about a month ago, maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago. I woke up and I couldn't walk. I couldn't stand up. I was disoriented. I tried to walk and I just kept falling back down. Just dizziness everywhere. And that's just a humbling feeling. I mean, literally, I was walking fine before I went to bed and I just woke up. I couldn't stand up at all. So you're talking about y'all health. I think just going to drop over a minute. That was really a humbling experience. I'm definitely thankful for that. I'm also thankful for the story. I know you said it's your first time having this conversation. Thank you, Tuli, for sharing it. And it just, one day everything is fine. And just literally I woke up and I couldn't walk. Definitely humbling experience. I thank the Most High, Mr. Yahuwah, his son Yahushua, for the opportunity of restoring me. But it just really just the humbleness of knowing that really so much stuff that I don't even control, Yep.
Let me ask you something, Wayno. Was that day I healed you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. I appreciate you for assisting me throughout that process. I laugh and I joke with, but I get serious. She be there. So that's your old mule. That's my mule too.
Scared. But anyway, they're gonna take patient.
He's not Sherry.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We all strive and build off each other. Who else? Bostic or Joanna? What about the green papers? Yeah.
I am actually talking about the green papers. I hate it. At this moment, I'm grateful for that. But at that moment, I hated the fact that they brought me here. So I am thankful that at the fact that Mr. Yahuwah took me out of that crazy life and destructive life I was living, and for giving me the mind I have now, the instructions of how to live. I always wanted, like as a young woman, instructions, because it was scattered, it was messy, and I work well with instructions, but I felt like instructions weren't being given to me correctly. So I was just doing what I needed to, like, what I thought I had to do, work or do whatever, just live life. So I am thankful for the now, the mind that he's given me, and he's so fit to take me out of that life that I could have been dead. I could have been in my country. I was just thinking the other day, I could have been dead, or I don't know what could have happened to me as a young girl. So I am thankful for the now and the mind he's given me and the opportunities he's given me. He has been amazing to me. So, yeah.
That's all right. Boston.
I'm just saying this. First of all, I want to say I appreciate Smitty for sharing that. And Pastor for going through it. The interesting part about that is that's the time that I actually started watching. And I used to always wonder, preacher used to walk in and he used to sit in the first chair by the podium. Everybody used to testify. Just sit there and just look straight. Just he put his hand on his elbow and he just look straight. Just look straight, look straight, look straight. And I was like, man, this man is just focused, you know. And I was kind of noticing, you know, you were there and then you wasn't there. But just growing up in the church, you know, you always look for the pastor and then you look for the first lady, right? You want to look for the pastor, you want to look for the first lady. And then you want to kind of see a structure, you know, but then you notice it's something making this person stand more than what it was, you know. And then I noticed you know, came back. It was a whole season I used to watch, you know, this whole football season. This is a watch, but just hearing that, you know, it just, you never know what people are going through in certain things, but but you never know. When I think back at it, the message that whatever was leading him in the direction to teach during that time, it helped me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it helped me going through, you know. But I'm thinking, you know, me, I'm an analytical person. You know, I always like to think, and I want to just go back and go forward. So, I mean, we got time to talk, but something was still born in you or birthed in you. Because when you look at it, it's like when you tell me like 7 months, like you snapped out of it, or 2, because you still almost at 9 months. You know what I'm saying? You almost at the 9-month mark, you know. But just thinking on that, I'm thankful for a little, the slight little retardation that Mr. Yahuwah gave me. When I think of the word retardation, that's kind of a slowing or delaying in the progress of something. And, you know, during that time, you know, a lot of times in my life, you think back like, okay, I'm not ahead of where I should be or what I should be doing. But within that moment, you know, just finding the consolation of knowing, just Mr. Yahuwah, you know, at that time, just gave me a mind to hear something and say, you know, change, you know, to do this, to do that. And now I'm appreciative. I don't get it wrong. I'm appreciative of the name, of information. But at that time, I was focused on the level of lifestyle. And, you know, I knew at the time it was Jesus. It was Jesus. It was God. It was, you know, but it was just focused on the level of lifestyle, and on the mindset of what He continued to give me to just stay, you know, just stay the course, man. Just stay. It's been plenty people. This is always again. It's been plenty people to come and go, come and go, come and go, come and go, and I just see it in my life. You know, a lot of people have came and went. But for Him to just, you know, just give me the silence or just the mindset to still be in a place to where, you know, still here and genuine people. Because it's not a lot of genuine people in the world at all. You know, just to be in that mindset. I'm thankful for the little stuff he gives me. I'm thankful for my wife. I'm thankful for my children. And it's looking like everything my child do and my children do, I see some actions of myself, and I'm like, dang, I used to act like that. Did I used to get all these phone calls from my parents? I'm like, man, what in the world? But I'm just thankful that I'm alive to see it. I'm thankful for I talked to my father recently, because I always want to know why certain things happen in my life. Certain things I would like to have want to closure on. The opportunity to get it, to learn about myself. I'm just thankful for the little things he gave me, and just to be here. To whatever he put in front of my face, I just say I do for it, because I see people when Preacher showed that thing of the kid getting snatched, and when he said my kid getting snatched, that's it's like I have to go on a rampage to try to find it, because you know, man, I'm gonna have to take my Abraham break. I mean, your mindset is like, man, I can't. But you see how certain people feel. I can't sleep until I know my person is back. You know, with me. But it's just a little stuff. You know, you're just grateful for it. And at the end of the day, you can't control it.
No, people know what's gonna happen.
You watch these school shootings, and you try to be there every moment. You try to intercept to save the kid, but at the end of the day, you can't do it. Yep. And I think that all the time my parents used to tell me stuff, and I'm like, man, you don't even know what I'm doing. And you know your kid had that mind, and you try to intercept. You like, you can't stop it, man. You can't stop it. So, you know, I'm thankful for a lot of stuff, you know. But I was always the oddball, just with sports, with anything, you know. I just remember just trying to make that change. I was playing arena football, and and I wanted to come out the locker room till the sun dropped, because I was trying to do transitioning. And I'm like, man, what's wrong with you, man? I'm like, man, listen, I'm getting my mind right. They're like, man, we got to go. I'm like, man, I can't leave right now. I can't leave right now, because service was at 1:30, but our games was like at 6:30. So we had to wait till the sun dropped, and then I just doing that. But I just thankful for whatever he gave me, you know, to get it out. And I appreciate Raw, I appreciate Tuli, I appreciate just y'all family, you know, because my role was I was the preacher kid, you know, dealing with the stuff, dealing with this, dealing with that. But I appreciate y'all staying. Y'all don't know how much, you know, y'all appreciate it is, because I watch Austin and Bryce, and I see how they are, what they go through. And in my mind, I just sit back and I see myself, but it's like, but Alex, that ain't you right now. So you gotta understand where they at. You can't do this, you can't do that. It's like, why everybody always looking at me? Get y'all. I mean, I was like, everything that they go through, I'm just sitting there like, man, listen, I know, bro. I know, man. But I'm just thankful for it. I'm thankful for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got good boys too. They really come a long way. Really good. Good boys. They definitely appreciate them too. Appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate everybody turning their comments on that woman out. You can work it out. The main thing you look at, I'm doing this comment too, is getting closer for yourself. You know, the writers say, "And much is live in you."
Mm-hmm.
You sometimes a little piece with people, you just have to just let them know. Just move on. And much is live in you. You don't have to keep begging people, making people. You just want to be clear for yourself. Because a lot of times, you know, we can have our way about things. Then when people die, you can't come back and can't fix it. At least you want to be clear with yourself with people. You know, my dad, you know, he knew I loved him.
No.
This is the first time ever.
Yeah, nobody, no. And your kid, if I hit somebody else and they got hurt, they look at, okay, he got his children to come. I thought, I'm going to sue their parents. I'm going to sue them for their retirement. I'm going to sue them for that. Everything's suing. Your kid, hit another kid at school. I'm going to sue you for everything. I mean, you can't win.
Right.
Everybody's on eggshell. You got to be grateful for him to keep me out of it. One more day, keep me. All you can do is get a day. Listen, the night, this is it. Now we're into another day. We got to deal with the day part of the day. And you just got to get through it. That's it. One day at a time. Your situation is that critical. It's that sensitive. So I appreciate y'all guys. Dwayne, appreciate you sharing that. I remember I couldn't do that for 3 days. I was down here from a gunman. Somebody had took me down. It was the best thing happened to me because I had a lot of consideration.
Yes.
I did a lot of thinking. So I changed on a lot of things. I think it elevated me on teaching and look at things a little different because I had to look at myself and just look at how I take a lot of things for granted, how, just a lot of things. And making sure I'm really addressing matters that's important. Because a lot of times you do a lot of things that you should actually say, is that really important? There's a lot of things we're doing that's not important. So addressing things that's important. For me, I would like to take the whole way y'all wrap them up in bubble wrap and take them somewhere to live somewhere. I would take out. I would bubble wrap, take it. I said, those that got a mind to do it, I'll bubble wrap you to and take you. We'll go somewhere and we'll just live. We come back. We'll have fresh fruit trees. We'll eat this and we'll.
Let's do it.
And
we'll Tahalin his shim. We'll just live till he come back together. I want peace.
Yeah.
I want peace. I was at home on Sunday and I tell people, I want your dog in my yard, I'm gonna kill your dog. It's like, I said, I don't want your dog in my yard. Keep your dog out my yard. Tell Peter, I told him, don't walk in my yard. I want your dog. And they were like, okay. That guy said, no, don't cut me off. I'm telling you, keep your dog out my yard. I hate, because when a dog walk in your yard, they urinate, and another dog comes along, it's going to urinate, and they're going to scratch that spot. Now you got a bald spot full of dog pee, because you got a pissing contest in your yard. I just don't like it. I think it's disrespectful. Walk in the street. If your dog feet hot, buy your dog some shoes. Stay out my yard with your dog. But I'll harp everybody.
Well, harp you too.
And then I got through people asked for my phone number to do some contracting work. I said, listen, I sure appreciate it. Why I can help.
They're scared.
Listen,
Hey,
she showed me her dog. She said, you see these two right here? I said, what's that? She said, these are my dogs. They're so sweet. She said, but you don't like dogs. I said, I didn't say that. I just don't want them in my yard. Those are your dogs. You keep them in your house Keep me in your yard. I just don't want to go out. I want to rub your dog. I want your dog to jump on me. I had to go get that. Oh, I also get a colon cleanser. Those I went and got one clean today.
Colonic.
Yeah, colonic, clean. Listen, man, I messed the tube about that big around. I messed that whole chocolate straw. Man, listen, I went so much, but shit, I was here, I was hurt. I ain't thought I was gonna make the show. Listen, I messed that. I think I lost an organ.
You probably did. And on top of the
She told us as much as you go. Listen. Also, I went to Fogo and I laid an egg. The goose that laid the golden, well, this one was brown.
Hey, you laid an egg? What kind of egg?
That was a round chocolate. It was a big. It was
You
like
said it yesterday on Wednesday.
Hey, the way I feel right now, I ain't laying no egg, but I sure feel like I'm laying some logs.
Oh my goodness! Now you that log
it's that time for logs. I'm looking at this clock, boy. It's time for me to lay them logs.
We gonna get
all night.
I'm burnt me out tonight, but listen, we are hard about y'all. I definitely want y'all to know we're hard. I appreciate I'm a co-host for sharing. They sure appreciate all you guys on the sideline. Our commenters, we appreciate y'all. Y'all part of this show as well. Y'all don't be afraid to call and come on the other side of that screen now. We appreciate it. What's syphilis for syphilis? What was his government name? I forgot.
Eric?
Eric.
It was Eric.
Definitely a great person. Appreciate all y'all. We'll harm you. Let's work together. Let's be better together. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. Let's stop fighting life and learn how to live life. Give people the benefit of the doubt before you get them just all of your rhetoric of hate and assumption about a person. Give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, let's all just be better together. For most of you on the sideline, you know, I look to see you tomorrow night. So we'll be seeing y'all tomorrow night. And just know we'll harbor you. Now time to say goodbye to all our company. MIC.
See you real soon.
KEY.
Why?
Why?
Because
y'all love me.
Kuno. MOUSE.
Hey, good night. Enjoy y'all.
Y'all.
We're about to take it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Julie on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love got me going live on the radio. 2 mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up 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 on the radio. 2 nights and a mind. 2 nights and a mind. 2 nights and a mind. 2 nights. Watch this. And a mind.
All right. Something better. I'll do something better. We'll be better together. Until next week.
All right, this tomorrow night too. Make sure